Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome. My name is Ahmed and I will be your course lecturer and convener for construction materials. Just before I start describing the main topics that we will go through in this course, let me first talk about some course administration and information. The course is worth 6 units of credit. I will be the course convener and the lecturer for this term. In terms of our contact hours, we will have approximately 1 hour of pre-recorded videos. We'll also have an hour of online lectures, and then there's going to be 2 hours of workshops. This slide that you see in front of you describes your learning journey. Some of the potential topics that I will be going through with you in this course include concrete, steel, timber, masonry, road materials such as asphalt and plastic roads, and then finally I'll be talking about the use of optimization for selection of construction materials. Some of these tools will include life cycle assessment and risk analysis as well. What you notice from the potential topics that I've chosen for you is that they cover the most essential materials that you will be utilizing in the construction industry. A lot of the course will focus on concrete because it's a very important construction material, as we will as you will see later in the course. I'll also be talking about steel and timber because they're also utilized in Australia. Masonry is important for housing as well, and that's why I'll be talking very briefly about it. And then we need to understand some of the materials that are used for infrastructure, and that's why we've got a lecture on asphalt and bio-asphalt and plastic roads. What we're trying to do in this course is we'll try to discuss aspects related to environmental issues when it comes to construction materials. As you guys are aware, there's a lot of talks about reducing pollution, so a huge emphasis will be placed on the proper selection of materials, and that's the benefit of adopting life cycle analysis as an approach to properly choose your materials for a construction project. Now, the easiest way of describing your learning journey in this course is by looking at this image in front of you. So suppose that you needed to climb this huge mountain. You've got to start from the bottom, and that's where we'll be starting in this course. So the basic material concepts will be explained first, and this will be followed by helping you acquire knowledge independently. That's a very important skill for your university life. And then the third step will involve linking the different material properties that you learn in this course together and understanding the design requirements that are involved. Finally, you'll start applications of these different topics that you've learned and applying them in industry and seeing how it's reflected in industry in real life. And then finally, of course, you'll be the boss of this course. We won't abandon you during this journey, and that's a promise that I make to all my students. You'll have all the support that you need. The way the course is structured, there's going to be sufficient contact hours where you'll be able to ask me questions during our online lectures and during our workshops. I have a YouTube channel, so please, I want you to subscribe to it. I'll be uploading a lot of my video content to my YouTube channel. This is the link for the YouTube channel. Usually for my courses, I like to start with a quote, and the quote that I've chosen for this term is a quote by Ibn al-Haytham, also known as Al-Hazan. And the quote says, "If learning the truth is the scientist's goal, then they must make themselves the enemy of all that they read." Now, this quote doesn't mean that I'll be giving you false information, of course, but what it means is you got to analyze at a deeper level what you read, and this is important at university. So don't take for granted whatever you read. Make sure you research, make sure you try to understand what's being provided to you, and make sure you work independently as well. As I said, you'll be receiving a lot of the support in this course. An additional quote, just a bonus for you guys: "Do not panic or stress. Studying this course will be fun." And that's a quote by me. So for the assessments, very straightforward. 2 online quizzes, each worth 15%. One is due in week 3 and the other is due in week 9. And then we have an essay, and that's going to be due in week 10. That's worth 20%. And then at the end, we have a final exam, and that's going to be worth 50%. So I really do hope that you enjoy this course. and I do look forward to seeing you in the online lectures.